Days of Our Lives, spoilers for Wednesday, December 3rd, reveal that Rachel Black will keep Sophia Choi's secret, while Marlena Evans cries to Leo Stark. Holly Jonas will also discuss some bad news with Ariana Ari Horton, so here's what Days viewers can expect. First, on Wednesday's Duel episode, Leo will pay Marlena a visit in the hospital. That should give Leo a chance to share some engagement updates and ask Marlena to be his wedding officiant once she's recovered. However, it won't take Leo long to pick up on how upset Marlena is. Leo will realize this is about more than Marlena's Lyme disease confirmation, since she's mostly worried about what's ahead for Rachel. Although Marlena won't go into too many details, she may confess that Rachel's dealing with some mental health struggles and was just admitted to Bayview. Marlena will also hint about not handling the situation correctly and upsetting Brady Black in the process. Even if Brady can find it in his heart to forgive her, Marlena isn't sure she can forgive herself for failing Rachel. As Marlena frets over Rachel's current circumstances and the fact that Brady doesn't want her involved in his daughter's care, Leo will offer guidance and support. Days spoilers say Tate Black will do the same for Brady as he makes a vow to his dad. Perhaps Tate will promise that they'll get through this as a family and assure Brady that he's going to visit Rachel frequently. After Holly hears all the latest Rachel details, she'll confide in Ari. Holly will worry about how Tate's holding up and may sense that Ari knows something else to be concerned about. If Ari confesses that Tate is dangerously close to flunking out of Salem U, that could leave Holly even more fearful. At Bayview, Days spoilers say Sophia will continue her conversation with Rachel and quickly befriend her. Of course, Sophia will convince Rachel to keep quiet about the fact that she can still talk and move around normally. Everyone else thinks Sophia's stuck in a weird trance after a psychotic break, but Rachel will find out the truth and agree to zip her lips. Other Days of Our Lives. Spoilers say Kate Roberts Brady and Maggie Kyriakis have an important business discussion coming up. Maggie and Kate will have a strategy session involving the future of Titan, so stay tuned to see if they can get on the same page. You know what they say, once is an accident, twice is a coincidence, and 3 times is a pattern. Well, not that Chad's been kidnapped on Days of Our Lives. Kat and Rafe have finally realized that the Dimera disappearances are a pattern, and they've begun to suspect that the vanishings don't end with just 3. Chad, Tony, and Kristen are the 3 Dimeras who've been on our screen who have gone missing. Megan, Dimitri, and Stefan are also MIA. So, presuming someone really is targeting all the Dimeras, who's behind it? Well, get ready. Because while there are certainly plenty of people to hate Stefano's family, we've narrowed down the list of suspects to those we think most likely. Vivian Alamain. She was the last person to kidnap Stefan, and she's certainly capable of grand plans like this. She has the evil streak and the resources to pull something like this off. And, as Tony pointed out, she does like entombing people. But while she's been happy to pull off financial scams lately, she hasn't seemed eager to tackle projects of quite this scale in some time. EJ Dimera. Kristen may have had a point. He is among the last of Stefano's children standing. We'd be silly if we didn't find that suspicious. Plus, he's working on some sort of secret plan to revive someone, and we're guessing it's a way for him to take over Dimera once more. Maybe he needs his family members off the board for a bit, so no one else can contest his claim. Andre Dimera. Just about all of us have been thinking Andre's been back for some time. What if he's orchestrating all of this as he tries bringing Stefano back? Someone is putting the Phoenix's ring on. If it's not Stefano, it could be Andre, back from the dead, and claiming his birthright as arguably the most evil of Stefano's children and the one most willing to sink to his levels. Megan Dimera. Yes, Rafe and Kat have lumped her in with the other missing Dimeras, but all we know for sure is that she's been on the run since we last saw her. She wasn't afraid to declare war on and take down her siblings before. Why would she be now? Stefano Dimera. We've been waiting with bated breath for him to return, but has he done so already? Is he setting about teaching his children and grandchildren a lesson and putting them all in their place? We know from the winter preview that they're getting out of this alive, so maybe this is all just an abject lesson from a master manipulator. Peter Blake. EJ may be Stefano's only remaining biological child left free, but he's not the Phoenix's last kid. As far as we know, Kristen's brother Peter is still out there somewhere. We aren't entirely sure what his motive would be, but the man is certainly capable of plotting against and kidnapping his family members. When he was around, he could scheme with the best of them. And while we haven't seen him since 1988, it can't be a coincidence that he's finally returning to Salem in just a few weeks. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Brady Black just told Belle Black about Rachel Black's memory. Belle agreed to keep it quiet for now, since Rachel is getting treatment. However, secrets have a way of coming out, and when this one does, EJ Dimera might be the only one who can help. Keep reading, and let's discuss the possibilities. Let's start off with Rachel, who intentionally gave Sarah Horton pistachio ice cream, knowing she was allergic. The little girl regretted it right as it happened, but it was already too late. Then, Rachel had a memory of shooting EJ. This is huge, as everyone, including Brady, has been really hard on Kristen Dimera about the shooting. For now, Brady has put in a call to Rachel's psychologist. There isn't a juvenile bed available yet. So, for the time being, Rachel is at University Hospital under observation. Brady wanted to talk to Marlena Evans about Rachel's memory, but she's about to go under the knife. Brady had to make a choice and took a risk telling Belle the whole truth. The man is beating himself up over Rachel as well as being so hard on Kristen. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Belle said there was no need to do anything right now legally. The lawyer said that everyone is safe and Rachel is getting treatment. For now, Belle has agreed to keep it a secret, but warned that won't last forever. At some point, the courts will get involved. While Belle reasons Rachel's age could help, the little girl has committed a long list of crimes already. A judge might reason that she's better off institutionalized. Secrets in Salem never stay hidden for long. Belle has agreed to keep Rachel's role in the shooting a secret. However, that means Kristen won't be getting out of prison anytime soon. The fact that everyone thinks Kristen escaped complicates the situation even more. However, there is one person who could help Rachel and Kristen. Belle might have to turn to the man she despises for help. Not only is EJ a lawyer and former DA, but he's also the shooting victim. If he refuses to press charges against a little girl, that might be good for Rachel. However, if she commits another crime, that could fall back on EJ and Belle. This agreement could also bring Belle closer to EJ all over again. Days of Our Lives. Spoilers suggest that Alex Kyriakis and Stephanie Johnson are about to get blindsided by Joy Wesley delivering her baby with Alex. Is Stephanie's worst fear about Joy and Alex about to come true? On the November 25th episode, Chanel Dimera joined Alex and Stephanie while out on a walk with Trey Dimera. Chanel talked with the couple about how exhausting it is having a baby at home. Stephanie seems to be extremely uncomfortable with the baby topic after Chanel's horror stories. However, Stephanie ended up being referred to as that baby whisperer by that time the visit was over. Stephanie didn't even complain when that baby managed to spit up on her. Stephanie brushed that incident off like it was nothing, although her looks said a lot more than that. Stephanie admitted that she loved to babysit, but also loved to give the baby back at the end of the day. Alex obviously picked up on what seemed to be Stephanie's discomfort of the conversation. Alex questioned Stephanie whether or not she wanted children. Stephanie doesn't see children in the near future. She is looking sometime down the road. Alex, obviously, wants children much sooner than Stephanie seems open to. Stephanie tables the discussion, but that may not last very long. Fans know that Joy lied about being pregnant when she left Salem. Joy knew that Alex didn't want to be with her, and he certainly would not want her baby. Joy is not going to be able to hide the existence of this baby forever. Joy's baby should be due any time since she left in March, so what happens when the baby is born? If Days decides to bring Joy back full-time, she could always just pop up in Salem and introduce Alex to the child she lied at him about. However, it seems that Alex could find out another way. Alex has planned to join Stephanie on part of her book tour. Stephanie has also booked some TV spots as well. New York City seems to be an obvious spot to book both of these, and Joy just happens to live there. Suppose Joy drops by a book signing and runs into Alex and Stephanie before she has the child. Joy may try to hide the baby bump, but it would be pretty obvious by now. Imagine perhaps being on a TV appearance, and Joy may be called in for a body and soul reunion that Alex and Stephanie are not aware of. Perhaps all three will bump into each other on the streets of New York, and Joy just happened to be carrying a newborn. This baby will come back into play at some point, and now seems to be as soon as any. Are Alex and Stephanie about to come face to face with his baby with Joy? Come here for all things do. Check back often for Days of Our Lives news, spoilers, and updates. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Wednesday, December 3rd. Put two unexpected duos together when Marlena chooses Leo, of all people, to confide in. And Sophia has a shock for her fellow loony bin roommate, Rachel. Marlena is in the hospital with friends and family visiting her constantly. She could talk to Belle, Sarah, Brady, or Julie. But why bare your heart to sensible people when one of your patients, most likely the most frivolous person in Salem, is right there? Marlena shares her feelings with Leo. We can only imagine how many Yiddish words he'll butcher coming up with what he thinks is a pithy and helpful response. Rachel has been committed to the same mental hospital as Sophia. So far, visits from Aaron and Ari haven't done anything to snap Sophia out of her catatonic state. Holly has made it clear she won't be joining Tate on his visit. Will Rachel be the one to finally get Sophia to speak? And what will these two schemers find to talk about? In the meantime, Holly corners Ari and makes her listen to more of Holly's woes, while Tate promises his dad he won't be doing anything stupid. At least until the end of the year. Xander and Philip have made it clear that neither one is capable of bringing Titan back from the brink, which means it's time for the grown-ups to step up. Maggie and Kate put their heads together and see if they can fix the mess their silly boys made. Suzanne Rogers is not closing the door on Days of Our Lives just yet. She had just cemented her name in daytime history. Rogers recently called the Peacock soap her home. In an interview with People, Rogers admitted that she's grateful for playing the role of Maggie Horton. She lost out on a role with the young and the restless, which didn't stop her. Rogers persevered and landed an iconic role that cemented her daytime legacy. For 52 years, she's tackled challenging and complex storylines. Days itself amassed billions of fans from around the world. Rogers believes that the reason Maggie's story has captivated so many people is that it remains timeless and relevant to this day. During Peacock's Days of Our Lives 60th anniversary celebration, Rogers revealed when she plans on stepping away from the soap for good. 60 is wonderful. I mean, not many shows can do that, Rogers said. I love it. It's my whole life and my home for a long time. However, she admitted that she would eventually walk away if the show were to write off her character somehow. Oh, listen, if they say bye, I'll go. I had a good run, Rogers said with a laugh. Rogers assured Days fans that she's not going anywhere, anytime soon. Nothing will keep her away from the show, not even cancer or health issues. I'm not going until they lock me out, she joked. Over the summer, rumors swirled about Rogers' exit from the show. At the time, fans were concerned that Maggie's storyline could end. At the time, a spokesperson exclusively told People that the rumors could not be further from the truth. Rogers admitted that she's had a rough summer after she was diagnosed with colon cancer. Now, she's feeling much better since she's in remission. Rogers learned not to worry about the small things that she can't control. Currently, her main focus is to share Maggie's story on Days, and you can bet that she will continue to do that for as long as she can. What are your thoughts on Rogers' plans to stay on the soap indefinitely? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. For a certain subset of Days of Our Lives fans, Julie Dove will always trigger a little jolt of recognition. That flicker of Connie, the unstable, sharp-edged storm who blew through Salem and left chaos in her wake. She played it with that twitchy, unpredictable heat that makes characters like that stick long after their story's over. So when a new post dropped teasing her next project, it felt like the universe nudged the casting wheel back into place. The Locker Room wrote on Instagram, "So excited to share this. Julie Dove is taking on one of the juiciest, most iconic roles ever, Annie Wilkes in the stage adaptation of Misery, based on the novel by Stephen King, and written by William Goldman. She's starring opposite Sean Ferris as Paul and John Venable as Buster, under the direction of Anne Hearn-Tobolowsky, an incredible team bringing this tense, thrilling story to life. The show's post continued with info on where the play can be seen. Performances run at the Moving Arts Theater in Los Angeles. A side-by-side photo of Dove and her co-star Sean Ferris was also attached to the post. From there, the comment section lit up like opening night. A fan shouted, "I remember him! I still watch Never Back Down," while someone else kept it short and celebratory with, "Congrats!" Another viewer chimed in with, "Incredible! Congratulations!" And someone simply declared, "This is going to be awesome." The enthusiasm didn't dip. One follower added, "Hi, aye, woohoo!" while another dropped a string of clapping emojis. A different fan jumped in with, "Awesome!" and someone else upped the volume with, "Wow and yes, yes!" It read like a standing ovation before the curtain even went up. And buried in the scroll was the kind of compliment actors tuck away for a rainy day. "After seeing you on Days, this is perfect casting." What's interesting is how quickly fans connected the dots. From Connie's unassuming sinister glint to Annie Wilkes' slow-burning menace. Misery is one of those roles that asks you to dig into the jagged corners without losing the humanity underneath. And Dove's already proven she knows how to live in that tension. It's no surprise people are lining up, refreshing ticket links, and organizing carpools. And honestly, Annie Wilkes feels like the kind of challenge Dove was built for. The kind that lets an actor stretch, snap, soften, and shock, sometimes in the same breath. Los Angeles may be getting the stage version, but this announcement reads like a comeback line delivered with a carving knife's edge. Dove isn't done, not even close. Welcome to Days of Our Lives Daily YAPP for a quick, and by that I mean you're already halfway done, recap of the most amazing or what the heck did we just watch moments on today's episode. Let's get to it. Brady's initial reaction to learning that Marlena knew Rachel had shot EJ for months and never said anything was understandable. He was shocked to his core after learning 3 stunning truths in a short amount of time. But maybe Brady needs to remember why he didn't want to even tell Marlena what he had learned. She is an older woman who was left with a major secret to carry just after losing her beloved husband. On top of that, she had just been diagnosed with Lyme disease and undergone heart surgery. Just because Brady learned that Marlena knew what Rachel had done all along does not negate those facts. Yes, Brady was emotional after just leaving Rachel at Bayview while she cried and screamed for him. But he didn't need to run to Marlena to practically cry and scream at her just moments later. Maybe he should have cooled down first before laying into his own mother again. Marlena should have told him the truth, but she didn't keep the secret for malicious reasons. She thought she was doing the right thing and even trying to respect Kristen's wishes as the woman who went to prison to cover for her daughter's actions. Maybe it's time for Brady to calm down and go a little easier on a woman who is already lying in a hospital bed, distraught. Want more details? We got you! Soap Central has the best full duel recaps on the internet. You can even go back over 30 years and read each and every one of them. If you can't wait until the next episode, we have daily spoilers too. And whatever you do this weekend, do not, seriously, do not, forget to read the 2 scoops for some laughs in the as close as we can come to being a watching party without actually being a show. And the best part is if you agree or disagree, we want to know. As always, share your comments below. Here is what happened on Days of Our Lives. On Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025, when Rachel begged Brady not to leave her, Kat asked Rafe for help, and Marlena struggled with guilt. Gwen spotted Javi and Leo in Horton Town Square. As they started to walk away, Leo fumbled the ring. Gwen picked it up. Leo demanded the ring back. Gwen asked Leo if he had stolen it. "That was my mother's ring," Javi said. Gwen threw the ring into Leo's hand. "And now it's going to be Javi's engagement ring," Leo said. Gwen was surprised. "Aren't you happy for us?" Leo asked. With a forced smile, Gwen congratulated the men. Leo said he doubted Gwen's sincerity. Gwen scowled at the couple as they made their way to the jeweler to have the ring sized. After the jeweler, Leo chatted about wedding plans as he walked with Javi through the square. Leo suggested that they ask Marlena to officiate the wedding, and Javi agreed. Gwen listened from nearby as Leo and Javi talked about a New Year's Eve wedding. At University Hospital, Kat asked EJ if it was true that Jennifer was attempting to take Chad's kids away from him. EJ confirmed that Jack and Jennifer had filed for custody. Kat admitted she had reached out to Chad, but she had not heard back. Chad hasn't been responding to anyone, EJ said. EJ explained that Chad had left the Horton house to give everyone some space, but he had disappeared after that. EJ confirmed that Chad had missed Thanksgiving. No matter what kind of stress Chad was under, he would want to spend Thanksgiving with his children, Kat said. Kat asked EJ if someone could be targeting his family. EJ refused to talk to the police. EJ assured Kat that his security team was looking for both Chad and Tony. Worried, Kat reached out to Rafe, and they met up outside the pub. Kat told Rafe what she had learned from EJ. Rafe was unsure whether EJ had anyone looking for his brothers, because EJ might be to blame. Rafe and Kat went to the Salem Inn to search Chad's room. No sign of a forced entry or struggle, Rafe noted. Kat confirmed there was no wallet or phone. Housekeeping said he hadn't even slept in the bed, Rafe added. Which means he hasn't been back since he checked in, Kat countered. Rafe noted that other than Dimitri, all the missing people were children of Stefano. In Marlena's hospital room, Kayla confirmed that Marlena's first Lyme disease test had been a false negative. I do believe that the high doses of antibiotics we're giving you for the carditis is also helping with the Lyme symptoms, Kayla said. Kayla asked Marlena if she was okay. Marlena admitted that she was more concerned about Rachel than her Lyme diagnosis. I'm feeling pretty guilty because I kept information about Rachel from Brady, and now he is rightfully upset with me, Marlena explained. Kayla noted that Brady loved Marlena, and he would forgive her. Marlena asked Kayla if her grief or illness could have clouded her judgment. I think that you made the best decision you could for Rachel, Kayla said. I have failed Rachel as a grandmother. I have failed her as a therapist, and now she is having to pay the price, Marlena lamented. Kayla urged Marlena to rest and take care of herself. At Bayview Hospital, Brady escorted Rachel to her room. I hate this place, Daddy. Please don't make me stay, Rachel pleaded. Brady stressed that Rachel needed professional help to deal with her emotional health. They can adjust your medicine, and they can monitor your feelings. And everybody here cares about you, and they're going to help you, Brady said. Brady assured Rachel that there were other kids and teens in the hospital for her to meet. Brady promised that he would visit Rachel every day, and that once Marlena was out of the hospital, she would visit Rachel. Couldn't Grandma just be my doctor? Rachel asked. Brady told Rachel that Marlena agreed that Rachel should be at Bayview. Rachel called Brady a liar. Grandma wouldn't make me stay here. Neither would Mommy, Rachel said. Mommy would want you to get better, Brady said. Brady gave Rachel a small baseball that John had given him when he was a kid. Brady said the baseball was a reminder of how much everyone loved Rachel. And when you're lonely or sad or mad, squeeze it really tight, just like you'd be squeezing my hand, Brady said. Rachel cried, and Brady held her. What if I don't get better? Rachel asked. Brady assured Rachel she would. A nurse asked Brady to leave. Brady told Rachel he loved her. Rachel said she was sorry, and she pleaded for Brady to stay. I need you to be strong. I need you to be brave, Brady whispered. I want to go home, Rachel cried out. With tears in his eyes, Brady hurriedly walked out as Rachel screamed for him. At Belle's request, Paulina met with her at the penthouse. Belle told Paulina about Rachel. I'm trying to be a good aunt, sister, and daughter, but I do recognize that I'm also the DA, and I have an oath of office to uphold, Belle said. Belle argued that she could not move to vacate Kristen's judgment until she was found. Paulina sighed. So, Kristen, she was protecting her daughter all along. That's why she confessed, Paulina noted. I think she was counting on Rachel never remembering the events of that night, Belle said. Belle recommended that the case not be handled by the juvenile justice system, but instead with therapy. I'm going to petition the court to keep her records sealed. And well, I just didn't want to make any decisions before looping you in, Belle said. Paulina asked about EJ. EJ knew before any of us did, Belle said. Belle explained that EJ had acted to protect Rachel and respect Kristen's wishes. I will talk to him. I will make sure he's on board with my proposal, Belle said. When Belle asked Paulina if she could proceed with the mental health route for Rachel, Paulina said she could not sign off on Belle's plan until hearing from EJ. When Belle arrived at the hospital, Kayla confirmed that Marlena had Lyme disease. I knew it! I knew this was EJ's fault, Belle argued. Kayla promised to talk to EJ, and she urged Belle to focus on Marlena. Kayla told Belle that Marlena was upset about Rachel. I'll be there for her, just like she's always there for me, Belle said. EJ said hello as he walked over. With a scowl, Belle walked away. She didn't seem too pleased to see me, EJ said. Her mother almost died because of you, Kayla said. Kayla argued that EJ's budget cuts had compromised the integrity of the lab. EJ countered that his cuts had saved the hospital from bankruptcy. EJ added that the hospital had a history of mistakes and altered paternity tests. But it is under your watch that the lab is understaffed and underpaid, which is a recipe for sloppiness, and patients like Marlena are having to pay the price, Kayla argued. EJ offered to divert money from Kayla's salary to the lab. Kayla countered that they should shut down EJ's secret lab instead. In Marlena's room, Marlena asked about Rachel. Belle admitted that Paulina did not want to commit to Belle's plan to handle the matter through the mental health system. I'm the DA and I'll do everything I can to protect Rachel, Belle promised. Marlena noted that the most important thing was for Rachel to recover and heal. Belle went to EJ's office after she talked to Marlena. EJ asked if she was there to apologize. Belle laughed. I'm sincerely sorry about your mother, EJ said. Belle told EJ that Rachel had remembered the shooting. I know that you're the one that pushed Kristen into that confession because you were so desperate to prove Johnny's innocence, Belle argued. Belle added that everything was worse for Rachel because of EJ's actions. Belle told EJ about your plan to handle Rachel's case through the mental health system. I only want what's best for my niece, EJ said. Belle warned EJ that if he acted against Rachel, she would go after him for his part in Marlena's misdiagnosis. After Belle left, EJ noticed his copy of Wuthering Heights, and he remembered someone having read it to him. Why do I know that voice? EJ said. Brady visited Marlena and told her about what had happened at Bayview. And my heart is pretty much torn out, Brady said. I can't even imagine how difficult it must have been for you to walk away from Rachel, Marlena said. Brady admitted that Rachel had asked if she could go home and let Marlena treat her. I didn't have the heart to tell her that you had let her down when you made this reckless decision that could have cost Sarah her life and maybe even unraveled Rachel's completely, Brady said. Marlena apologized. Brady told Marlena that he wanted Marlena to get better, and he wanted her to focus on her health. Marlena promised to talk to the Bayview doctors, but Brady declined. I'm not going to stop you from seeing Rachel because I don't want to punish her, but I don't want you involved in her care, Brady said. Marlena teared up as Brady walked out. As Rachel sat alone in her room at Bayview, Sophia walked in. I know you, Rachel said. Sophia smiled. Hi, Rachel, Sophia said. Days of Our Lives. 2-week spoilers for December 1st, 12th, 2025 reveals Kat Green kissing, Gwen Rizchek's big revenge, and another dead Dimera. On Monday, December 1st, we've got Theo Carver and EJ Dimera teaming up. I wonder if them snooping around is what leads to Theo's kidnapping, which is coming soon. Sarah Horton stuns Maggie Horton-Kiriakis, and I wonder if Sarah is going to tell her mom that Rachel Black tried to kill her with pistachio ice cream. I'm not sure that Sarah will tell Maggie the part about Rachel shooting EJ. I think eventually she might. We'll see how long she sits on that because she is trying to be sensitive about Brady Black having to deal with Rachel's psychological issues. Gwen feels sorry for Xander Cook. so she may invite him over to the mansion for Thanksgiving or to dinner at the bistro. And of course, Gwen is continuing to try to get Xander into her bed since he and Sarah are divorced. Johnny Dimera, Chanel Dupree, Abe Carver, and Paulina Price share Thanksgiving dinner, but their meal is delayed. So, is this another baby catastrophe? That kid keeps crying. Tuesday, December 2nd, we've got Leo Stark and Javi Hernandez having a tense run-in with Gwen on Days of Our Lives. She is going to flip out over the news that Leo and Javi are engaged, because Gwen doesn't think that her ex-bestie Leo deserves any happiness after he destroyed her marriage to Dimitri von Leuschner Dimera. Also, Kat needs EJ's help. It could be about the Jennifer Horton and Chad Dimera feud, and Jen making that custody grab. Or it could be a work issue, something with her brother Dr. Mark Green. Kayla Brady tells Marlena Evans her diagnosis is confirmed, so Marlena may truly have Lyme disease, and the lab just didn't get it right the first time because EJ has cut resources. Brady tries to reason with Rachel, who is scared and enraged to be committed at Bayview, and Brady is absolutely heartsick to leave his daughter. But Rachel's a menace, and she needs help. And Brady knows it, but it's still hard on him. Belle Black goes to Paulina to ask her for support. So, as the district attorney, Belle could ask Mayor Paulina to facilitate her clearing Kristen Dimera and managing the fact that Rachel shot EJ without sending this clearly disturbed kid to juvie. Belle went through something similar with her own daughter, Claire Brady, when she had a mental break years ago. Wasn't she going around just like burning everything down? I seem to remember that. Wednesday, December 3rd, we've got Kate Roberts talking Titan business with Maggie. The publishing division is what is keeping Titan afloat right now. So, there is a whole lot riding on Stephanie Johnson's success as a novelist and this new mystery book she's written. Marlena opens up to Leo. So, I think they're going to have a heart-to-heart about her health crisis and love and life. I'm sure that he's going to tell Marlena about his engagement to Javi. And obviously, Leo credits Marlena for his personal growth that's gotten him to this point. Marlena is going to be the one officiating Javi and Leo's wedding, so she is on her feet looking healthy later the holiday season. Elsewhere, Sophia Choi stuns Rachel. We've got crazy Sophia creeping into Rachel's room to say hi. She didn't think that Sophia could talk because she heard Tate Black talking about her catatonia. Obviously, Sophia is faking, but she wants Rachel to keep it secret. Also, Holly Jonas is complaining to Ariana Horton. Right now, Ari is keeping Tate's secret that he's about to flunk out, but he doesn't want Holly to know. Ari told Tate to tell Holly, but he refused. And Tate makes a promise to his dad Brady about something. So, I'm sure that it is Tate will be there for Rachel so that she has lots of support while she's at Bayview. Thursday, December 4th, we've got Holly there to support Tate. Of course, he was in the dark about Rachel's crimes, but obviously, he's going to find out more soon other than the simple explanation that his little sister needs help. I mean, I think Tate is going to demand the truth from Brady. Steve Johnson interferes with Stephanie and Alex Kyriakis. And I wonder if he found something in that fan letter that Alex wanted him to look into. Or maybe Steve convinces Alex there's nothing to worry about. There is a deal where we're going to have Stephanie alone in a hotel room next week, and she is being stalked, and it doesn't look like Alex is with her. By the way, her stalker is Owen, in case you didn't know. Wes Ramsey is back as another jerk from Stephanie's past, but Jeremy Horton is the one that everybody's got their eye on. Kat deliberately triggers EJ's memories. So, Kat knows that she read to EJ at that hospital in Italy, and Kat wants to dig into what he's doing in the lab. She is willing to cross lines and get really close to EJ to get the info that the FBI and the ISA need. Rachel spent some time bonding with Psycho Sophia in Bayview this week. I'm worried these two are going to get up to no good together. The idea of Rachel with Sophia is utterly terrifying. Chanel's bickering with Johnny. They are debating something, and it may be about the baby they just adopted, or something new because Chanel is telling Johnny in the next week or two that she is pregnant. But the question is, can she carry this pregnancy to term? Because Sarah already warned Chanel it wasn't wise to try and get pregnant. And here she is pregnant. Friday, December 5th, Kristen and Tony Dimera update Chad about what's going on. giving their fellow captive a full 411 on how they all got into the crypt. I wonder if Chad will remember how and where he was taken. Of course, they want to know who trapped them there. EJ can't stop thinking about the past. He's recalling Kat's voice reading to him. But of course, he didn't know her then, and hasn't remembered it until now. Jack Devereaux has some advice for Thomas Dimera, and I wonder if he wants him to go easy on his dad, Chad. You know, Jack wasn't always the best father to J.J. Devereaux and Abigail Devereaux. Sometimes because of his own choices, sometimes because bad things were done to him. Kat offers to make a deal with Jennifer. I wonder if Kat will say she will stay completely away from Chad and never talk to him again if Jennifer will please not take the kids from him. Also, Gabby Hernandez warns Theo. Plus, we've got Jennifer in chambers with the judge this week. And it looks like Thomas is there. Charlotte Dimera, too. The judge is asking when the last time is they heard from Chad. And with him stuck in the crypt with Tony and Kristen, well, it doesn't look like Chad's being a good dad, even though it's not his fault. The week of December 8th through the 12th, and a little beyond. We've got Theo joining the crypt crew that has been kidnapped. He'll be there with Chad, Kristen, and Tony. They find some human bones that are noted in one of the crypts where the human bones should be. They are buried in the ground. It looks like Kristen's been trying to dig their way out, or possibly dig a latrine, because we still don't know where they're all pooping at. So it's all I can think about every time I see those scenes. It's not going to be too long, though, before somebody rescues the Dimeras from the crypt. Maybe EJ, maybe Abe, with Theo going missing. Not long after they're out, the bones are analyzed, and Rafe Hernandez tells EJ and the other Dimeras they positively identified the person. Maybe it's Rachel Blake, I don't know. Or maybe Stefano Dimera's bones because his body was never found. Whoever it is, it hits Kristen hard because she's absolutely sobbing. Kat and EJ are kissing soon, but not long after, Kat drugs EJ and takes advantage to dig for dirt while he is conked out. Gwen, EJ, and Dr. Wilhelm Rolf are meeting in the secret lab, and Dr. Rolf tells Gwen that he hopes that she is ready. Does it have to do with the person in the tube? We're going to find out soon who is in that big test tube. Sophia may manipulate Rachel into getting to Tate so she can do something bad. And Brady and Sarah are going to kiss soon, which is going to prompt Xander to take off his wedding ring and fire Brady. Days of our lives. Spoilers for Wednesday, December 3rd, reveal that Sophia Choi shocks Rachel, and more. Read on for soap opera news full breakdown of what's coming up. Ever since her mental breakdown at the Brady pub, Sophia Choi hasn't said a single word. She just sits and stares into space, and no matter who talks to her, there's just no response. Not even a blink. But that's about to change. Brady just checked his little one into Bayview, where Sophia has been staying ever since doctors evaluated her and confirmed she suffered a breakdown. Now, Sophia decides to walk into Rachel's room, and Rachel is in for a shock. According to spoilers, Sophia surprises Rachel in a major way. After months of silence, Sophia suddenly starts chatting with her. But what is Sophia really up to? Did she finally experience a breakthrough? Or has she been faking it this whole time? Only time will tell. Meanwhile, it's that kind of day in Salem. Brady is understandably worried about his daughter after checking her into a facility for the mentally ill. It was a tough call, but one he knew he had to make. When Brady opens up about the whole ordeal, his son Tate makes a promise. What could it be? As for Marlena, she's feeling some type of way after Brady told her he doesn't want her involved in Rachel's care. Marlena felt that. It stung. And that's because she's been keeping the truth from him this whole time. Look for Marlena to confide in Leo. Day's spoilers for December 3rd also reveal that Kate and Maggie talk Titan business. It's been a minute since Kate's been in the corporate drama, so welcome back to the fold, Katie. Let's see what Maggie has to tell her. Meanwhile, Holly frets to Ari. This is probably about her new job working for Stephanie at SJPR, unless it's about something else. Maybe her love life? Time will tell. So, do you think Sophia has been faking? Sound off in the comments and don't miss more Duel spoilers coming soon. Don't forget, new episodes stream weekdays exclusively on Peacock. Day's spoilers for Deck 3 reveal that Kate and Maggie talk business, Holly frets to Ari, and more.